Are we live? We're live.
We live.
What up, fam? Greetings from
Our car.
From our car that's sitting in the parking lot of the oral surgeon.
Yes.
In Atlanta.
Nick is getting surgery today.
Obviously, if you guys have been around the channel as of late, you know that we're making a really big shift overall with our content, with honestly our lives. This has been a really
making a big shift with our content. We are leaving the platform of YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched that video, I was very honest about that process and how we've kind of come to that decision. It was mostly a me thing because the channel has primarily been me.
Yeah.
But also there was a period of time where Nick was really prominent there too. And we just thought we would sit down and share with you guys like what's next. Some of you were asking like, is the podcast staying? Are we completely leaving social media? Like what's actually happening in our personal life that's like causing this decision?
Yeah.
There's some things we can share and some things can't really share yet, but probably maybe on Instagram and through email and all that stuff.
You're teasing on Instagram, so that means you still have Instagram.
Yes, definitely still have Instagram, and we are still going to do the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not one of the guys that's like, wait till the end of the video to find out. Yes,
we're giving it to you right now.
We're on social, we're not leaving Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, so that's staying. And actually, one of the benefits of leaving the YouTube space is that we can put more energy into stuff like the podcast and then some other things as well that we'll share. Podcasting is a really big avenue for that for us.
And it doesn't involve our family. As much as we will talk about family-related things, we really wanted to move in a direction where we're like more protective of our kids and like future family. And so we actually get to just like, I think, come together and have conversations around things that we go through as adults, but also like the podcast is called Forever Changed, and we made that shift because we really wanted to invite other people on too that have radical shifts in their life. And so we're excited about bringing really great people on, like our friends Dustin and Kristen. We won't get into their whole story, but like
a host of people.
So many incredible people that will really just spur hope in your life.
But speaking of that, Chelsea's kind of moving in a new direction with social in general. But for me, one of the reasons I haven't been present on this channel is because ever since I was 14 years old, I knew that for the rest of my life I wanted to preach the gospel. I knew that I wanted to start an evangelistic ministry organization. And here to tell you that has happened. And one of the reasons I haven't actually been on here is because I've been
doing that work,
dealing with that, building that, and then traveling, speaking, and things like that. 14, gave my life to Jesus, knew I was called to do this for the rest of my life. And I just have such a burning passion for this generation, for our generation to know Jesus and to make Jesus known and to proclaim the word near and far. Wherever people are, wherever they might be, university settings, small town, local church settings, large rally, large crusade, evangelistic settings, kind of everywhere in between. That's really where my heart is to go where people are. And so we have birthed, Chelsea is on the board of directors, which is probably a good call. But we have birthed Nick Hurst Evangelistic Ministries. So if that's something that you're passionate about, feel free to DM me on Instagram. We could talk more. I'll leave my @name right here, and you can visit me over there. We can chat. But that's one of the next big steps for me. What's next on your plate? Leaving YouTube space. And
I just wanted to say I'm really excited about where we're moving as a family with just the ministry that the Lord's put on our hearts to really put a lot of energy and effort into. Nick Hurst Evangelistic Ministries, we were originally going to title the ministry Revival Movement Ministries. And we were really excited about that. That was a couple years ago. This has become like kind of gone through some evolution, but we got some advice from some people that really just told us like people like to get behind other individuals, people. Just like you guys have probably heard the name Billy Graham. He established trust. He established like kind of a whole
integrity.
And as much as we were like, I don't know how we feel about titling something associated to our last name and Nick's name, we knew that it was the right move after like talking to several different people. I just wanted to clarify why we
but this is a non-profit organization, meaning that it doesn't run on the basis of like a business does of making a profit, to which that is then distributed to shareholders, like when you buy a stock or something like that. But let me also be clear, a nonprofit does allow for the staff who work in that nonprofit, World Vision, Compassion, a host of other people, Billy Graham. I mean, they get paid a salary. My passion is for people to know Jesus and to have a relationship with him. And so that's the part that I care about the most. And so the money that we bring in helps pay staff, helps put on these events so that people can come and hear the transformative message of the gospel, maybe in a way that they never have before. Searching for a donor base for the ministry. We need to raise about $120,000 this year and then considerably more next year. So I would love to ask you to pray about, consider being a monthly supporter of what we're doing. $10, $20, $25, $50 a month, whatever you can do. Truly every single investor and every single partner with the ministry helps tremendously in moving the needle closer and seeing people come to faith in Christ.
So that's a little bit of context of what we've been really working on behind the scenes for years and years, like even since we've been together, that's been an ongoing conversation and work behind the scenes, but it's not really been something we've publicly talked about with you guys because it didn't really intersect at the time. But now we're letting you know this is a pivot that we're making and something that we're going to probably be doing for the rest of our lives. And it will look very different probably on our social media too, as a reflection of the work that is changing. So we just wanted to let you in on that. And if anybody has a heart for the same sort of mission, or you're wanting to find an organization or kind of something that you can get behind tangibly, we would really appreciate the support. But we also are seeking that out in other, like that we have relationships with and that are all around the world. So it's not like we're sitting here begging you. We just, if you truly want to be a part, we're inviting you into that. And it would be really cool to be able to walk through this process with some subscribers that have been on this channel for a few years. So we simply just want to invite you into it.
Yeah, this is a really grassroots way to stay connected with us, and maybe, you know, we end up chatting with you, or maybe coming to a city that's close to you. But this is really an organizational effort to mobilize for a larger evangelistic strategy. And so that's what you're giving to. And so we definitely need to raise a goal, and we need to do it before the end of the year. And we're very, very confident that we're going to be able to do that. But don't feel like this is some sketchy thing that you're giving to or something like that. We've got a great board of directors. You'll always be in contact with us via email, and we'll send stuff to you in the mail, and you'll get to read that and be a part really of what we're doing.
I think we're just going to be really focusing on our family too, just really enjoying the time that we have with Hudson, and just memories we're going to make this next year, and just kind of like, I guess not taking back time, but like in seeing life through a different lens.
Just reorienting ourselves.
And I am excited to have like more time to really write and get back to like creative means that isn't like a weekly basis of like constantly creating something. Allowing things to marinate in a way and allow it to show in whatever way that is.
So I'm really excited to see what comes out of you in that.
Excited.
And now in this video, big change.
What?
Big cut shot about to come right now of me being wheeled out of a dental office.
So I didn't end up recording Nick after his surgery. We were just so focused on what the surgeon was sharing with us, and like it didn't feel right to record him after. And I know he said that he's okay with that, but I just personally didn't feel right about it. So here we are a couple days later, and I was just thinking about how we're kind of letting you guys in on what's to come, how we're focusing on ministry as a family, but also I'm setting up some things to be able to like be more engaged with y'all in writing, like in the writing sense, so like in email, as well as getting my blog relaunched, because y'all know I've written 3 books. I love writing, and my first book was called Your Own Beautiful, second, Above All Else, 60 Devotions for Young Women, and then Marriage Minded with Nick that we just wrote recently. And those aren't just like passion projects. That is something I feel very called to as a writer. And so I want to be able to write directly into your inbox. I want to be able to write on a blog and just like really do that more often. So I have a link down in the description below to where you can get added into the email list. There will be some emails that are about like prayers that you can pray for your week. There will be more so like updates as far as our family, how you can be involved in the ministry work that we're doing, as well as just kind of some things that I think would benefit your life, like rhythms that we like to uphold as a family, and just different things that we're walking down. And we're gonna be way more intentional as a family of just like really being present here. And so I would love to share what that looks like with you guys through email. So that's how I kind of plan on keeping you guys updated in those ways. Of course, we'll still be on Instagram, and a lot of you guys asked about the podcast. We just kind of touched on that. We're gonna be going into more of like a deeper dive with different guests that we have on Forever Changed podcast. I'll also link that down below. So please subscribe to the video channel. If you guys are used to video content, we are still going to record it on our camera. So that'll be great. This week, when this video goes up in about 2 days, I believe there will be another video up. And it's been an exciting project that I've been working on for months, since about December, January time. And I would love for you to watch it and let me know what you think, and also just get involved with what we kind of chat about. Probably one more video before we do our kind of like sign off for the channel. The only thing I can foresee myself like posting in the future is if there's another book project that I want to let you guys in on, or if we have more babies in the future, like sharing the home birth, just because I find those videos so empowering. And I don't think just because I post a home birth that I need to like continuously post on YouTube. I just think that that is like a story in and of itself. And our video with Hudson was just so special, and I love looking back on it. And if I am able to do that again with future babies, like I find it to be such a great thing to empower other women to do if they're able. So that is one thing I could see myself posting in the future, those sorts of things. And just really appreciate you guys, and hopefully you got let in on like what is to come, what you can expect here on this channel. I'll probably be posting whenever we post new podcasts. Every once in a while in the community tab, we'll let you know about those videos, kind of not every week, but consistently, so that you guys know that that is happening every week over there. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you this week in another video, and it's gonna be really special. So thank you guys for your support and love, and just for everything that you guys have been sharing in the past video since I've announced. So love y'all. We'll see you soon.